Secretary of State Mike Pompeo announced new sanctions on Friday against Chinese officials and a government entity over Uyghur human rights abuses he called the stain of the century. The latest sanctions come amid spiraling relations between the United States and China, with the Trump administration stepping up actions against Beijing on multiple fronts in an attempt at changing the behavior of the Chinese Communist Party. The sanctions target the Xinjiang Production, I don't know how to pronounce this group, and Construction Corps, and two of its officials, Pompeo said in a statement. The XPCC, a parliamentary organization that operates under the control of Beijing, has been criticized as being a tool of repression against minority Uyghurs in the Xinjiang region. The sanctions on the XPCC follow an earlier designation of the organization's chief operating officer, first political commissar Chen Guangguo, over his alleged connection to human rights abuses. Following his arrival in the region, Chen Guangzhou began implementing a comprehensive surveillance, detention, and indoctrination program in Xinjiang, targeting Uyghurs and members of the other ethnic minorities, Pompeo said in a statement. The XPCC has been directly involved in implementing these measures. And also U.S. individuals are being prohibited from transacting with sanctioned persons and entities. It's really difficult when these kind of grandstanding things happen to explain to people why you can't take it seriously. These are the kind of things that make people think that Trump is an anti-war president. And I always have to explain that you can't say that of someone that bombs Afghanistan, Syria, Libya, Iraq, Pakistan, Somalia, Yemen, all these countries that his direct predecessor bombed as well. You know, when you get stuff like this with countries like China, it's more so about having an economic conflict and trying to make the other superpower seem like they're a group of people who are evil. So, for example, if China was like Yemen and, they were impoverished for the most part, you wouldn't hear the U.S. sanction anyone over there. But because this is a country that we're competing with, they're now the villains. And, we've talked about the U.S.'s human rights abuses, torture, the current CIA director, Haskell, got in trouble over getting rid of some tapes that showed her involvement. But the point of saying this is that we're so hypocritical and we, with a straight face, can condemn people for doing the exact same thing we do. And it's really, if it weren't so disturbing, it would be a hell of an Oscar-winning performance.